Be prepared. What's about to happen in the sky is no ordinary alignment. On April 15th, a rare Grand Trine will form in the water signs, creating what mystics and astrologers call a spiritual portal, a cosmic gateway that appears only when the universe wants to deliver a message directly to your soul. This isn't just another astrological event. This is an energetic reset, a moment when the waters of emotion will rise so powerfully that some will drown, while others will learn to swim in depths they never thought possible. And even if you're watching this after April 15th has passed, the ripples of this energy will continue flowing for weeks. The portal doesn't just close overnight. The deep Scorpio Moon is linking with Venus and Saturn in Pisces, while Mars in Cancer completes the triangle, forming a perfect harmony that's about to shake the emotional foundation of everyone on this planet. Most people have no idea what's coming. They'll feel overwhelming waves of emotion without understanding why. And if you've been experiencing strange dreams lately, feeling inexplicably emotional, or sensing pressure in your chest that comes and goes without explanation, keep watching. There's one specific reason why this is happening to you right now, and I'm going to explain it later, so stick around. But first, you need to understand why this Grand Water Trine is different from anything we've experienced this year, because ignoring its power is not an option anymore. Your emotional walls are about to dissolve. The water is rising, and those emotional barriers you've built, they won't hold. When 3 water signs form a Grand Trine, it creates an unstoppable current that flows straight through your defenses, no matter how strong you think they are. This isn't just about feeling sad or happy. This is about emotional truth surfacing whether you're ready for it or not. The moon in Scorpio digs deep into your subconscious, pulling up secrets you've hidden, even from yourself. Venus and Saturn in Pisces dissolve the boundaries between you and everyone else. Mars in Cancer activates your deepest instincts to protect what truly matters. The result? A perfect storm of emotional clarity. You might find yourself crying over something that happened years ago, something you thought you'd dealt with long ago. You might suddenly understand why a relationship ended, or why you've been holding yourself back from love. You might even feel overwhelmed by compassion for people you used to judge. This isn't weakness. This isn't mood swings. This is the universe washing away the walls you've built around your heart. For those who resist, who try to stay logical or in control, this energy will feel like drowning. But for those who surrender to it, who allow themselves to feel everything without judgment, this Grand Trine offers something precious, emotional rebirth. And as the walls come down, something else rises up in their place, something you may have been disconnected from for far too long. Your intuition will speak louder than ever before. Something is awakening inside you, something that knows the truth before your mind can catch up. Your intuition isn't just heightening, it's taking center stage. Water signs rule intuition, our sixth sense, our ability to know without knowing how we know. When 3 water signs form a perfect triangle in the sky, they create a cosmic antenna that amplifies the signals your intuition has been trying to send you for months, maybe even years. Suddenly, you'll just know things: who to trust, what path to take, which opportunity is real and which is an illusion. That gut feeling you usually question, it becomes impossible to ignore. You might wake up with solutions to problems you've been struggling with for months. You might sense exactly what a loved one needs before they say a word. You might even experience moments of precognition, glimpses of events before they unfold. For some, This will feel unsettling, even frightening. We're trained to trust only what we can see, touch, and rationalize. But during this water trine portal, the invisible becomes more reliable than the visible. Pay attention to your dreams on April 14th and 15th. Write them down immediately upon waking. They're not just random images. They're messages delivered through the thinning veil between your conscious and unconscious mind. And if you've been feeling a strange pressure in your chest, a sensation that something big is coming, that's your intuitive center, your heart chakra, expanding to receive the heightened frequencies this Grand Trine is broadcasting. Those who ignore these signals, who dismiss their intuition as just imagination, will miss the guidance being offered. But those who listen, who honor these subtle knowings, will find themselves navigating the coming months with extraordinary clarity. As your intuition awakens, something else begins to shift, something in the very fabric of your relationships. Hidden emotions will surface in every relationship. The masks are coming off, the words left unsaid, they're about to be spoken. This Grand Water Trine doesn't just affect you, it's transforming every relationship in your life, revealing the emotional currents that have been flowing beneath the surface all along. Water doesn't lie. It reflects exactly what is. And when three water signs form a perfect triangle, they create a mirror so clear that pretending becomes impossible. You might discover that someone you thought was just a friend has deeper feelings for you. You might finally understand why a family member has been distant. You might even realize that a relationship you've been fighting to save has already completed its purpose in your life. The most challenging part? You'll feel everything, not just your own emotions, but the emotions of those around you. Empathy goes into overdrive under a Grand Water Trine. Their pain becomes your pain. Their joy becomes your joy. The boundaries between self and other thin, creating both profound connection and the risk of emotional overwhelm. Some relationships will deepen under this influence, evolving into something more authentic, more meaningful than before. Others will dissolve, revealing themselves as reflections rather than truth. Both outcomes serve your highest good, even when they don't feel comfortable. And here's what most people don't realize. This emotional transparency isn't random, it's purposeful. It's clearing away what's false to make room for what's real. Because something bigger is unfolding through this Grand Trine, something that requires absolute emotional honesty to be received. The cosmic cleanse you've been waiting for. There's a reason why water is used in every purification ritual across cultures and throughout history. It doesn't just clean, it transforms. And this Grand Water Trine is essentially a cosmic cleansing ritual for your emotional body. Think of it as a spiritual detox. All the emotional toxins you've been carrying, resentments that have hardened into armor, grief that's calcified in your chest, fears that have congealed in your gut. They're being liquefied, flowing to the surface to be released. For some, this will manifest physically. You might find yourself crying unexpectedly. Your body might demand more rest than usual. You might even experience a heightened sensitivity to water itself, feeling drawn to oceans, lakes, or even long showers that seem to wash away more than just physical dirt. Others will notice this cleanse happening in their dreams or through synchronicities, seeing water symbolism everywhere, from unexpected rain to water-related names and numbers appearing in your daily life. This isn't just emotional housekeeping. This is preparation. The universe doesn't cleanse without purpose. It's clearing space within you, creating a vessel pure enough to hold something new. And that's where many people make a crucial mistake. They resist the cleanse. They try to hold on to emotional patterns that feel familiar, even when those patterns cause suffering. They mistake the dissolution of old pain for a kind of loss, not realizing that what's being lost is precisely what's been blocking their evolution. The cleanse isn't happening to you. It's happening for you. The water signs understand that true power comes not from building walls, but from flowing around obstacles, from adapting rather than resisting, from surrendering to the current of transformation. As this cosmic cleanse progresses, you'll begin to notice something else, a strange phenomenon that might seem disconnected from astrology altogether, but is actually one of the most profound effects of this Grand Water Trine. Time will feel fluid, and that's not a coincidence. The clock on your wall hasn't changed, but your experience of time has. Minutes stretch into hours. Hours collapse into moments. The past feels strangely present. The future seems to be reaching backward, touching you now. This isn't your imagination. Water doesn't just dissolve emotional boundaries, it dissolves temporal ones as well. The water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer, exist in a different relationship with time than the rest of the zodiac. They understand that linear time is an illusion, that everything exists in an eternal now. During this Grand Water Trine, especially around April 15th, you might experience memories with unusual clarity, not just remembering events, but reliving them, feeling their emotional impact as if they're happening in this moment. Old relationships, childhood experiences, even past lives can surface with startling vividness. At the same time, you might receive glimpses of potential futures, not as solid predictions, but as emotional impressions, feelings of what could be if you continue on your current path or choose a different one. This temporal fluidity serves a purpose. It helps you understand that healing doesn't just happen in the present, it ripples backward and forward, transforming your relationship with both past and future. Those strange dreams I mentioned earlier, that's part of it too. In dreams during this period, you might find yourself moving between different times in your life or encountering people from your past with new understanding. Pay attention. These aren't just dreams, they're opportunities to resolve emotional patterns that exist outside of linear time. Remember, water retains memory. The water in your body remembers everything you've ever experienced. And when the cosmic waters flow in perfect harmony, as they do in a Grand Trine, those memories become accessible in ways they usually aren't. Use this fluid relationship with time wisely. It's offering you a chance to see your life not as a series of disconnected events, but as a continuous flow of experience, all happening in an eternal now. As time becomes more fluid, another surprising effect of this Grand Water Trine begins to manifest, one that connects directly to why you've been feeling that strange pressure in your chest. The pressure you feel is your psychic center opening. Remember when I told you there was one specific reason why you might be feeling pressure in your chest or unusual sensations around your heart area? This is it. That pressure isn't physical. It's your heart chakra expanding, your psychic center opening to receive the heightened energies of this water trine portal. Water signs rule not just emotion, but psychic ability, the capacity to perceive beyond the 5 physical senses. When 3 water signs form a perfect triangle, they create a psychic amplifier that can awaken dormant abilities or intensify existing ones. Some of you might start experiencing telepathic connections with loved ones, knowing what they're feeling or thinking without being told. Others might notice an increased sensitivity to energies in physical spaces, suddenly being able to feel the atmosphere of a room the moment you enter it. Still others might receive clear visual impressions, images or symbols that carry messages from beyond ordinary consciousness. This opening isn't happening randomly. It's evolutionary. Humanity is in a period of heightened awakening, and cosmic events like this Grand Water Trine serve as accelerators, activating capabilities that have always been latent within us. But with great sensitivity comes great responsibility. As your psychic center opens, you'll become more aware not just of your own emotions, but of collective ones, the fears, hopes, and unspoken feelings of humanity as a whole. This is why proper energetic protection becomes crucial during this time. The same openness that allows you to receive higher guidance also makes you vulnerable to lower vibrations if you don't maintain clear boundaries. Simple practices, like visualizing a bubble of light around you or spending time near water, which naturally cleanses psychic energy, can help you stay clear while remaining open. For those who embrace this opening rather than fear it, the rewards are profound. You're gaining access to levels of guidance, insight, and connection that transform not just how you navigate your individual life, but how you participate in our collective evolution. And as your psychic center opens, it reveals the final and perhaps most significant aspect of this Grand Water Trine, the aspect that explains why this particular cosmic event carries such transformative potential. This isn't just a Grand Trine, it's a soul retrieval. Beyond the emotions, beyond the intuition, beyond even the psychic opening, this Grand Water Trine is facilitating something ancient and profound: soul retrieval. Parts of yourself that you've lost or abandoned along your journey are coming home. Water doesn't just cleanse, it reunites. It brings together what has been separated. And right now, the perfect triangle formed by the Moon in Scorpio, Venus and Saturn in Pisces, and Mars in Cancer is creating a soul magnetic field so powerful that fragmented aspects of your essence are being drawn back to you. These fragments might have been lost during childhood traumas, difficult relationships, or times when you had to suppress your true nature to survive. Some might even be aspects of yourself from past lives, qualities and gifts that your soul has expressed before, but that haven't fully integrated into your current incarnation. You'll recognize this soul retrieval by the sudden sense of wholeness that washes over you. Moments when you feel inexplicably complete, as if something long missing has finally returned. You might discover talents or interests you never knew you had, or feel drawn to places, music, or practices that seem strangely familiar, though you've never encountered them before. Dreams during this period often feature themes of finding lost objects, returning to childhood homes, or meeting yourself at different ages, all symbolic representations of this soul reintegration process. This is why the emotional intensity of this Grand Water Trine is so necessary. Those emotions aren't just reactions to current circumstances. They're the energetic signatures of the soul fragments returning home. You feel them because you're remembering who you truly are. For some, this soul retrieval will be gentle, like scattered droplets merging back into a single body of water. For others, especially those who've experienced significant trauma or soul loss, it might feel more intense, like waves crashing against the shore of your consciousness. Either way, this reunion is sacred. It's preparing you for the next phase of your journey, a journey that requires you to be more fully present, more completely yourself than ever before. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content, and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.